Okay, this is my most exciting week of this month when it comes to our sleep, because we're talking about light in our eyeballs. Lux. You will have heard me say it so much. Lux in your eyeballs, lux in your eyeballs. Well, Andrew Huberman has given us a very clear and specific goal to meet every single day before 9 a.m. or within an hour of us waking up. And that is 100,000 lux in your eyeballs before 9 a.m. or within an hour of waking up. Now, to give you an idea of what that means, this morning, blue sky, sunshine morning, looking towards the sun rising, was 90,000 lux. So honestly, this isn't a challenge, but it is ultimately life-changing. 2 to 10 minutes a day outside in the lux. As much eyeball lux as you can possibly achieve. And on days like today, 2 minutes. That's plenty. On those overcast days, something like 10 minutes. So what the trick is here though, no sunglasses. Do not look into the light. You don't want to be hurting your eyes, so don't look into the bright light. Even when I was driving this morning, I just had my window down, and just a pane of glass makes a significant difference to how much lux you're getting in your eyeballs. Now, bright light is what we're talking about. So if you wake up in the early hours of the morning, there's no light whatsoever, which those of us that do that know, then the brightest light you can possibly find. So your screen turned all the way up. Giant bright lights above your head, like find the light, find the light. The inside light is ridiculously small compared to what the outside light is. So as I said today, being outside this morning after the sun had risen, 90,000 lux toward the sun. Being inside, it can be as low as 200, as high as 1,000. 90,000 just by stepping outside versus 1,000 in a really like the brightest room you can possibly find, the brightest light you can possibly find. So this is our challenge for this week. Lux in our eyeballs. Now why? Really interesting. So getting this lux, when we wake up, our cortisol levels naturally gently rise in the morning. And this is what wakes us up. Now, we talked about caffeine, and that if you have your coffee straight away or within the first 90 minutes, it actually covers up, like it fills in the receptors that the cortisol should be in, and it drops you at about 9 or 10 a.m. So cortisol is waking us up. Now, lux is having a magnificent effect on our circadian rhythms. As soon as we wake up, we bounce through 90-minute cycles throughout our sleep. Well, we also bounce through 90-minute cycles all throughout the day. When we get lux in our eyeballs, 100,000 lux in our eyeballs before 9 a.m., within that first hour, what it's going to do is it's going to initiate when we wish to sleep that coming night. If we do not get the lux, our sleep time is going to be a lot later the coming night. If we do get enough lux, our sleep time is going to want to be earlier. This is really significant, really significant. So for those of you that have trouble falling asleep at night, get the lux into your eyeballs in the day, in the first hour of that day. Now there's also a very interesting part about bright light at night. So between the hours of 11 and 4 a.m., you do not want a single ounce of bright light in your eyeballs. So avoid checking your phone, avoid watching television, low light. So there's a lot of talk around blue light. Now there's a bunch of science out there at the moment that says might not necessarily be the blue light that's causing the problem, it might just be the brightness. So low light from 10 p.m. Right, this is awesome because that also affects your ability to go to sleep the next day. So here's the challenge for this week. And the coolest thing is that every single time you achieve it, make it a game, you will get a beautiful little dopamine hit because you've just ticked an epic box. So you're going to get sunshine in your eyeballs, which will elevate you for the entire day. And you get a beautiful little happy hormone hit at the same time because you're doing something incredible for yourself. If you add in this into like a walk around the block scenario, well, you're getting your heart rate elevated, you're getting a bit of a move and groove on, and you're getting even more. So we might even be getting a little bit of endorphin in there, or a bit more dopamine. Like, there's the opportunity for this one thing, 2 to 10 minutes outside without sunglasses on, to completely elevate your entire day. Let's go. This is so exciting. This is the best one. This is my favorite one. And it's going to be super important as we enter into winter to factor this into our day. So yeah, most of us can get very little lux in our eyeballs if we go from inside the house, straight to the car, straight into work. So yes, 2 to 10 minutes outside, 10 minutes if it's cloudier, 2 minutes if it's sunnier. Okay, let's go. This is fun. All right, enjoy.